The Minneapolis City Council has never been a group of people that has shied away from the debate on issues of the day. And today that was in full view as members were arguing over whether they should allow one of their council members, Jeremiah Ellison, to split his time between Minnesota, where he's on the Minneapolis Council, and Massachusetts, where he's taken a fellowship. Here's Sammy.
So meeting attendance record shows that Ellison has been absent from meetings since August 12th. Two questions were raised today in the meeting, which he also did not go to. First, is it ethical for a council member to be away from the city they were elected to represent? And second, what happens to his position on committees when he's not there to vote?
In his final months as Ward 5 City Council member, Jeremiah Ellison decided to accept a Harvard School of Design fellowship. He is balancing that with his elected duties and traveling between Minneapolis and Cambridge.
Ellison is absent.
Ellison, who represents North Central Minneapolis, wasn't there during today's Committee of the Whole while his colleagues discussed his commitment. Records show the last meeting he was present was on August 12th.
Some people have suggested that it is an ethical concern. That he is collecting a paycheck from multiple sources.
Ellison won't be able to vote if he's not present. He makes a yearly salary of $110,000 as a council member and will get about a $58,000 stipend for the fellowship.
I believe the North Side deserves to be represented on these committees.
Ward 4 council member Latricia Vita says she should replace him so North Minneapolis can have some representation on committees Ellison can't attend.
I spoke with Councilmember Ellison. He says he will be here Thursday to support me.
President Elliot Payne says that since Ellison continues to be involved, they should leave his position on committees alone, even though he can't vote. There's also other council members that want on those committees, like Katie Cashman.
I think the best course of action is to leave the committees as they are and let him have the expectation, which is my expectation, that he attends as many of them as possible, which is what his residents and what his colleagues deserve.
Now, in a statement, Ellison said his workload at City Hall remains full-time, despite the fact that there are meetings he physically can't attend or vote in. He also says the North Side will have full representation on the council at all times. His colleagues, forwarded this discussion to Thursday, where Ellison is expected to attend. Jana?
So he'll be there in person to answer their questions and get that feedback?
That is what his colleagues have said, that he will be there on Thursday for the full meeting. And it looks like most council members are expecting to vote on what happens next at that time as well.
And you point out he's not running for re-election, so this is just for the end of this term. Is there anything that the council, did they say anything dramatic, like they could vote to expel him or anything like that?
They didn't bring up expulsion. They did bring up the fact that they may take away his seat from the committees. But for right now, it looks like they're leaning toward replacing him or leaving his seat as is. And if he votes, he votes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And then that's way less paperwork for everyone to do.
All right, well, we'll follow up on Thursday. Thanks so much, Sammy.